What you're looking at was built and deployed as a 5-service app. And I never touched a Dockerfile, a server, or a single piece of infra coding by hand. This is Zerops ZCP. In the next few minutes, I'll show you every service it spun up and why that made this so fast. Let's go. Hello everyone, how are you all doing? This is a theme studio and I built it quite fast, and that's why I decided to show you. Maybe it's helpful for some of you, or maybe it will give you your own ideas about how and what you can build. So you craft a color palette, a type scale, spacing, and threads, and watch them apply to real UI, buttons, cards, nav, forms instantly in light and dark. Every save is an immutable version. You can diff 2 versions, restore an old one, fork it into a new theme, share it by a link, and export to CSS variables or a tailwind config. The whole point of the demo is versioning, and that has to be real, backed by a real database and storage, which is exactly what ZCP gave me. 1 project, 8 services, all green. 2 runtime pairs, a dev and a stage for the API and the front end, and a background worker, a Postgres database, and object storage. I described this stack once, and ZCP provisioned all of it in a single step with Claude Code's help. You don't have to use Claude Code, you can use Codex and Gravity, etc. But as you can see, I'm using Claude Code. So let me walk you through each step. We have 2 ports for the data layer, and this holds 2 tables, themes and theme version, where every save writes a brand new row with the tokens and stored as JSON. Nothing is ever overridden. That's what makes history diff, restore, and fork possible. And when you save a version, a PNG preview of that theme gets rendered and dropped here. I didn't install PostgreSQL or configure S3, they came up ready. And ZCP handled my code, their credentials automatically, so no secrets in my source anywhere. No, the API. So the API is a Fastify and TypeScript service, and it's a pair. API is my development container. ZCP mounts its file system to my machine with a local folder, so I edit code normally and run a live dev server on it. And the API stage is the production build version. When dev looks good, 1 command cross deploys it to stage, same code, real build, and that dev to stage workflow is backed right into ZCP. I didn't rig it up. And now the worker. So worker is the background service. Saving a theme stays instant because the worker does the heavy lifting. It picks up new versions, renders the palette and card preview to a PNG, and uploads it to the storage. Watch, I save, the thumbnail says rendering, and a second later the worker has it done. Same database, same storage as the API, all wired by ZCP, zero manual networking. And now regarding my front end, the front end is Vue3 and VAD, and that's also a pair. So AppDev on port 5173 is the VAD dev server with hot reload, so it edits and so up live, and the app stage on port 80 is the compile static build served by Nginx, fast and always on. Same project, 2 purpose-built runtimes, 1 for iterating, 1 for shipping, and ZCP gave each a public URL automatically the moment it deployed. And now something really important, how ZCP built it. How did this came together? 4 moves, really. Bootstrap, develop, deploy, and verify. For Bootstrap, I described this stack once. ZCP created all the services for the development part, dev containers mounted locally, database and storage credentials and checked it for me. And then regarding the deployment, well, 1 command per service to build and ship, and to promote dev to stage. And last but not least, regarding verification, ZCP health checked every service, and it even drove a real browser to confirm the whole flow worked end to end. And it's live on a public URL right now. In the description box, I will leave the link so you can check it on your own, as well as some more useful information that could help you recreate something very similar. ZCP promotes the whole thing into a separate project with high availability databases and CT pipelines, one guided flow, 8 services, real versioning, 0 infrastructure plumbing. That's what building on ZCP feels like. Try it now.